Hello, Nagi Nioa 101 here. Okay, I'm going to talk about something, and it's something I haven't talked about because, for one, Telltale, his YouTube channel, I'd say plug him. I'm just gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna say yes, I'm gonna talk to about this. Okay, my great aunt was a Christian Scientist. Okay, this is my story. And it gets slightly weird. Okay, I was weirded out when I was about 14 when the woman tried to pray my learning disability away. Alright? I was 14 years old. I was 14. And I just remember my great aunt calling my mother and told her something. And my mother slammed the phone down, causing me to jump a little bit, and I asked what the hell, and my mom said, "We are not to talk about this ever." Walked out of the room, and I'm like, well, a couple hours later, my Uncle George called, and this is my great uncle, okay? This is the one married to my great aunt. Uncle George calls and says, "I'm sorry, I don't know what got into her. This is a woman who mistakenly has called me by my mom's name ever since I could remember. Okay? This woman cannot remember my name to save my life. Seriously, my great aunt is a nut in the worst possible way. When she passed away, I said on Telltale's thing in 1998, correction, it was 2000. I believe 2003 she passed away. I do not remember, because I remember going to visit her and we had to call her, well, let me get rid of that. We had to force her to go to a doctor because she had gout and it was getting really bad. By then, my mother and I had enough. We were done. It was just too much for us. We are 20. I was in my 20s. I was getting ready for college. And this was a woman who didn't think I was going to be going to college, okay? So, Telltale, if I ever meet you in person, I will gladly hug you, because I can tell you the story, because, honestly, the woman's dead. I can't tell you how much damage she has caused myself and my parents, because she put a very large rift, and I'm very thankful for my great uncle, who is her brother, who put a light on this situation, asking me the hell. I told him, and he always said she was a little off on her own, a little off on crazy. My great grandmother called her crazy. My grandfather called her crazy. Her own family called her crazy. Okay? So, this is the story. This is how I remember it. The woman was insane. And I apologize for being kind of short about it. It's one of those things where you are a person who has lived her entire life doing Wicca, and I finally understood what it means to actually say, there's no cure for learning disabilities, okay? You just learn to live with it, and you learn how to work around it. My great aunt did not understand that. My grandmother understood it, my dad understood it, my mom understood it. But when my mother slammed down that phone and said we were not to talk about this situation, it was a situation beyond our control. My great aunt was crazy. That was the fact. That has been always the fact. And the fact that my mother and I both agreed and disagreed about this all this time. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to close out and say thanks and good night.